Greetings, people, from the car. Everybody's in their car these days. Man. Hey, folks, guess what? We just got banned off of Facebook. All the 3%er groups, all the so-called Republican libertarian groups got banned. And you know why they got banned? Because people, when they want to control a narrative, they won't allow other people to talk. It reminds you of kids playing a game, and when one kid keeps losing, so the kid decides to kick over the whole board in a defiant act that says, "Oh, I won. Ha ha, I knocked over the whole board. Knocked you off the board so you can't play anymore. Ha ha ha, so I won." So those who are cheering and applauding for the constitutional violation of the Republicans, of people on the red side, or people on the what you would call political opposition, it is a loss for you too. Because again, when you cheer for somebody else's constitutional rights being violated, you cheer for your own to be violated. So just keep that in mind when you decide to be very vocal about praising the social media access for those on the right side. It is the beginning of what you call an authoritarian type of government. So just remember, everything's change, everything's inevitable to change. Personally, I'm fine with all of that, because I know all of us who are libertarian get it. We see the deception in it. It's again it comes from that cancel culture kid who was raised that it was okay to break the whole board when you lost the game. Just learn how to play the game better. Only way you can play this game is with truth and with facts. You can't lie in this game. You can't, because people talk. Everybody's got cameras. Everybody's got the ability to say and believe anything they choose and say they want to believe. You know, we all got that ability. So it becomes this thing in which you're going to give up all your freedoms to live in a super sterile world in which none of you will be able to flourish, because the whole idea is for nobody beneath the elite to flourish, is what you all have to realize. It's about taking down those people who are those willing idiots, those useless followers, those useless idiots who will do the work for you for free. Yeah, being part of a militia, we do things for free too, but we stand up for freedom for free. And that's a whole different avenue, as opposed to just standing up against somebody else's free speech. So it's a loss. It's a loss for the Constitution. It's a win for Facebook. And then through my videos, I'll tell you. And hey, whenever you see someone stand up for Second Amendment rights, they say, okay, that's a win for the Constitution, but it's a loss for the area. So they need to just realize that Constitution is in place, so that way it checks things, y'all. It keeps things in check. It keeps you in check, with your neighbor. It keeps the government in check with the people. And you people letting non-government entities rule your life. Or could they be loosely tied with the government? Or maybe some type of agreement's been taken out that we don't even know about, in which you have no choice. These powers that be, have no choice but to say, oh, you better turn them off or we turn you off. What you gonna do? It's him or you, you know what I'm saying? So he took it, I feel like it's all preparation for maybe something bigger getting ready to happen in other cities, other states. A lot of 3% groups, a lot of militia groups have been able to communicate through Facebook platforms. And so it becomes also this thing in which, no, we're not going to allow you to communicate freely amongst yourselves on our platform because we're going to talk about other things we don't want you a part of. We don't want you to have access to. Again, it's the kid kicking over the Monopoly game because his character kept his car kept coming in last and kept passing go slower than anybody else's, you know. And those kids were allowed to grow up and be adults and take political offices and stuff like that. And now we have big old kids in offices that are just allowing riots and protests until they come to their house, and then they get pretty, oh, we shouldn't do that. So, to all my people who are in America, don't celebrate the loss. This is not a win. And keep your head up and know who you're going to vote for. Me as a sheriff, I will stand firmly against these radical obstructions of the Constitution. And if it takes me being just as radical to defend against these type of actions, I will, with your help, with your vote, and with your force, your guns. Because it may take it's going to take a community of us to stop tyranny. Not just one man getting voted into office. It's going to take a whole community of all of us writing laws that we all agree upon. Not anything else. Not this violation of natural law. So we all want the same thing at the end of the day. And hey, I'm sorry that sometimes we can't see that. But we want to come out and say, hey, we stand with you when you stand with freedom. Peace.